Have you ever thought to yourself, what could I do to make $1 million? Well, today, let's go over the main lessons from the book, The Millionaire Booklet by Grant Cardone. If you like financial book summaries, make sure to subscribe to not miss any of our value-packed videos. And let's get started. Step number 1. The Millionaire Mindset. Grant Cardone says that the first step to becoming a millionaire is to make the decision to be one. We will never be able to hit a target if we don't even know what the target is. Cardone says that this must be more than a simple decision. This must be a commitment to yourself and for those around you, because chances are you're not just doing this for yourself. Once you made this commitment, we must begin removing some of those mental roadblocks that are getting on our way to wealth. You see, there are major differences in the way wealthy people think from the average person. For example, what is your perception of rich people? Is it positive or is it negative? If you have a negative view of wealthy people, how can you expect to become one? Another great example is on the topic of selling. Since selling is a major part of gathering money, many people feel like selling is bad or unethical, while many wealthy people believe the exact opposite. Many of them believe that it is unethical not to sell, because not selling what you have to offer will rob the world of your ideas that can potentially change someone's life. Many people believe that wanting a lot of money is selfish or greedy, while wealthy people see money as just the result of the value they provide. Our beliefs about money leads to our behaviors with money, which leads to our results. So it is important to start with our mindset. Step number 2, the millionaire math. It is much easier to achieve any goal when you can see the steps you need to take to get there. By doing what Cardone calls the millionaire math and understanding how $1 million are made, it becomes easier to develop a plan to achieve it. In the book, Grant Cardone breaks down the different ways $1 million are made. As an employee, if you make $50,000 per year, it will take you 20 years to make $1 million. If you make $250,000 a year, it will take you 4 years to make $1 million. And if you make $500,000 per year, it will take you 2 years to get there. If you sell a product, and this product makes you $100 per unit, you will have to sell 10,000 units to make $1 million. If you make $1,000 per unit, you will have to sell 1,000 units. With a $10,000 product, you will need to sell 100 units to get to your $1 million goal. If you sell a service or a subscription, if you can provide a service where you can charge $278 per month, you would only need 300 people to get to the $1 million mark. Your goal is to figure out what you will offer, the price point you can sell it for, and gather the amount of people needed to make your $1 million. Step number 3, increase your income. Cardone says that the foundation of true and sustainable wealth is to first increase your income. By working on increasing your income aside from money, you have 2 main benefits. 1, you'll learn the skills needed to make money, which come in handy when you are presented with new opportunities. And 2, you develop a sense of belief that you can actually have what it takes to make money. It creates confidence. Cardone recommends starting by increasing the income you already have. If you are already maxed out with your current income, then you can start other sources of income that are related to your current income. Cardone says to be careful starting outside projects, because starting a new project can distract you from your main source of income, which creates the risk of losing this income, setting you back on your financial goals. This is why Cardone recommends starting a new stream of income that is related to your main source of income. For example, if you're a fitness trainer, starting a YouTube channel or selling supplements might be a good idea, since it allows you to increase your income without having to start from scratch. Step number 4. Who's got my money? Once you've decided what you will sell, your price point, and how many people you need to make your first million, like we calculated in step 2, it is time to figure out who they are. Your million is already out there, but you must first find who has it. This is one of Cardone's most popular catchphrases. Who's got my money? Because money doesn't just appear. Someone out there has it, and it's your job to go and find it. This is why understanding who your ideal customer is becomes very important, because they have your money. For example, if you sell video production services, Who will be your customer? Local businesses, real estate companies, influencers, or online businesses. Finding out who you will serve and narrowing down who they are will make it much easier to go after your money. And the more specific, the better, because by being specific, you can find out where they are, how much money they have, what they're looking for, and how you can deliver it. Once you find who's got your money, it is important to not get distracted. Cardone says that your job is to talk to them and only then, so you can go get your money. Step number 5. Stay broke. As your income grows, it's very easy to also raise your expenses. If your income went from $50,000 per year to $120,000 a year, you will be able to afford a much nicer house, a new car, and maybe an extra vacation or two. But as Cardone says, this will not make you wealthy. Matching your income with your expenses will zero you out and keep you at the starting point. This is not the broke Cardone talks about. As you begin making more money, you don't want that money sitting around in your bank account, because this money will eventually make its way to someone else's. If you have money sitting around, it becomes easy to spend. So Cardone says to stay broke by moving any excess money away from you into investment vehicles that will make your money make more money. This will do two main things. 1, you start building wealth by investing your money, and 2, since you don't have much money anymore, you need to get back to work to make even more money. Cardone says that a good indication that someone will not do great financially is if they start upgrading their life before taking care of their investments. Step number 6, save only to invest. Most people were taught that saving money is good. But Cardone says that saving for the sake of saving is a bad idea. Having too much money in the bank is a wasted opportunity, since money that isn't productive goes down in value every year. If you study wealthy people, the main purpose they save money is to continuously develop their wealth and grow their cash flow. Now, investing is an important part of developing wealth, but Cardone says that you are not ready to invest until your main sources of income are strong and dependable. Investing has risks, and adding risk to your money before your main source of income is strong and dependable can create a few negative consequences, like having to sell an asset in order to make ends meet or losing the asset in a recession. Cardone recommends that if you are not ready to invest in financial assets yet, it might be a better idea to invest in your own skills and develop your earning potential. This can help you create a strong and reliable income that then you can use to invest in assets. Step number 7, multiple flows of income. Once you have a strong and dependable income, then it's time to start investing. Cardone, just like many other investors, says that the best type of investments are those that provide cash flow. As you start investing, the goal is to create as many sources of income as we can, since this is the holy grail of financial independence, because this creates safety, since you no longer depend on one source of income. Cardone says to do everything you can to not walk away from any source of income, no matter how small it is, unless you absolutely have to. So don't quit that job yet, at least until your job starts costing you money. Step number 8, repeat, reinforce, and hyper-focus. As you continue your financial journey, you want to repeat this process as many times as you can, so you can continue to develop more sources of income. Then reinforce your millionaire mentality and continue to develop your mindset as you ascend in wealth, since your mentality will be different when you go from 1 million to 10 million than it was going from 0 to 1 million. And lastly, hyper-focus on your goals, especially as you begin to achieve success and criticism becomes inevitable. So, in order to become a millionaire, according to Grant Cardone's Millionaire Booklet, you must focus on getting a millionaire mindset, do your millionaire math, increase your income, learn who has your money, and go and get it. Stay broke until you can save and invest, and continue to create multiple flows of income, all while continuing your self-education to become the best version of yourself. And as you focus on making more money, check out this video on the psychology of money to help you understand the balance between money and happiness.